Imagine a world where the beautiful islands of the Philippines are shrinking, swallowed by the rising sea levels. What would be the global impact of such a drastic change? In this video, we explore a scenario where the Philippines shrinks significantly due to rising sea levels. This archipelago, with its vibrant culture, rich biodiversity, and strategic importance, faces a potential catastrophe that could ripple across the globe. The Philippines is not just a paradise of stunning beaches and diverse ecosystems. It plays.
Welcome to Mind Matters, where knowledge is power. Our channel is dedicated to unlocking the mysteries of the world through a series of enlightening pictures and interesting facts. Get ready to expand your mind with us. Stay tuned for more mind-blowing content.
The Philippines is a biodiversity hotspot, home to countless unique species of flora and fauna. Its tropical rainforests and vibrant ecosystems are among the most diverse on the planet, from the majestic Philippine eagle to the elusive tarsier. These islands are a sanctuary for species found nowhere else on Earth. However, as sea levels rise, these habitats are shrinking, threatening the very existence of these creatures. Beneath the waves, the Philippines boasts some of the most stunning coral reefs in the world. These reefs are not only a haven for marine biodiversity but also a crucial part of the local economy, supporting fisheries and tourism. Rising sea levels and increased water temperatures are devastating these delicate ecosystems. Coral bleaching and habitat loss could lead to the collapse of local fisheries, which thousands of families depend on for their livelihoods. The shrinking landmass also brings changes to local climate patterns. As the geography of the Philippines alters, so do the weather systems, leading to more unpredictable and severe storms, affecting agriculture and daily life. Agricultural regions face the brunt of these changes, with altered rainfall patterns and extreme weather events disrupting crop cycles and food production. The environmental impact of the Philippines shrinking is profound, with biodiversity loss, marine ecosystem collapse, and changing climate patterns all posing significant threats. These changes not only affect the Philippines, but also resonate across the globe, highlighting the urgent need for climate action. The Philippines' rich agricultural lands are a vital source of food and livelihood for millions. As rising sea levels encroach upon these fertile fields, the available land for farming diminishes, threatening food security across the nation. Similarly, the fishing industry, a cornerstone of the Philippine economy, faces significant challenges. The loss of coral reefs and marine habitats disrupts fish populations, leading to a decline in catches and impacting the livelihoods of coastal communities. The Philippines is renowned for its natural beauty, attracting millions of tourists each year. Pristine beaches, crystal clear waters, and lush landscapes draw visitors from around the world, contributing significantly to the national economy. But as the islands shrink and natural attractions are eroded by the rising seas, the tourism industry suffers. Fewer visitors mean reduced tourism revenue, which in turn affects local businesses and the broader economy. The economic strain extends beyond tourism and agriculture. The shrinking land forces the relocation of entire communities, displacing millions of people. This mass movement places enormous pressure on urban areas, where infrastructure must be expanded and rebuilt. To accommodate the influx, rebuilding infrastructure in safer locations requires substantial financial investment. Roads, schools, hospitals, and housing need to be constructed, placing a heavy burden on the nation's economy. The cost of relocating populations and rebuilding infrastructure diverts funds from other critical areas, such as healthcare, education, and disaster preparedness. Economic impact of the Philippines shrinking is far-reaching. Reduced agricultural land threatens food security. Declining fisheries undermine coastal economies. Lost tourism revenue affects national income. And the strain of relocation and rebuilding places immense pressure on the country's financial resources. These challenges underscore the need for comprehensive strategies to address the multifaceted effects of climate change, creating a complex web of economic challenges. As the land area of the Philippines shrinks, the remaining regions become increasingly crowded. This surge in population density leads to cramped living conditions and heightens the potential for social unrest. Cities, already struggling with infrastructure and resource limitations, find it even harder to provide basic services. Water, sanitation, electricity, and healthcare services are stretched to their limits, leading to frequent shortages and decreased quality of life. The rich cultural heritage, numerous historical sites, ancient structures, rising sea levels also threaten the Philippines, and cultural landmarks are at risk of being lost forever, submerged beneath the encroaching waters. These sites are not just remnants of the past, they are integral to the nation's identity and heritage. The loss of these cultural treasures erases vital connections to history and tradition, impacting the collective memory and pride of the Filipino people. Public health becomes a critical concern in this scenario. Overcrowding and displacement exacerbate health issues, as diseases spread more easily in cramped conditions. Healthcare facilities, already under pressure, struggle to cope with the increasing demand for services. The displacement of millions of people leads to the establishment of makeshift shelters, often lacking adequate sanitation and medical care. These conditions are ripe for outbreaks of infectious diseases. Social impact of the Philippines. Shrinking due to rising sea levels is profound. Increased crowding and potential social unrest, the loss of cultural and historical sites, and the looming public health crises all paint a picture of a society under immense strain. These challenges demand urgent attention and collaborative solutions to safeguard the future of the Filipino people. As the Philippines grapples with the devastating effects of rising sea levels, the global community would need to step in with substantial aid. This influx of international assistance would significantly impact economic and diplomatic relations worldwide. Countries would be compelled to reevaluate their policies and alliances, considering the broader implications of climate-induced crises. The scenario of a shrinking Philippines would serve as a wake-up call for the global community, likely sparking a stronger push for climate action. Public outcry and environmental protests would demand immediate and decisive measures to combat climate change. Governments around the world might unite to implement stricter environmental policies, aiming to prevent similar disasters in other vulnerable regions. International summits would prioritize climate action, carbon emissions, and investing in sustainable technologies. Collaborative efforts would be essential to mitigate the impacts of climate change and protect at-risk communities. The economic implications would ripple through global markets. The Philippines, a key player in industries such as electronics manufacturing and outsourcing, would see disruptions that affect international supply chains. Trade routes and economic partnerships would need to adapt to the new realities, influencing global economic stability. Despite the challenges, this crisis could also spur innovation and resilience. Communities worldwide would work together to develop adaptive strategies, sharing knowledge and technologies to build a more sustainable future. The global impact of the Philippines, shrinking due to rising sea levels, underscores the interconnectedness of our world. It serves as a powerful reminder that climate change knows no borders, and collective action is crucial. As nations come together to support the Philippines, they also take steps towards a more resilient and sustainable planet for all, with leaders committing to ambitious targets for reducing. As we conclude our exploration of the hypothetical scenario where the Philippines shrinks due to rising sea levels, let's reflect on the profound implications we've uncovered. We've seen the devastating environmental impacts, from the loss of biodiversity to the collapse of marine ecosystems and altered climate patterns. The shrinking landmass threatens food security and the livelihoods of millions, disrupting agriculture and fisheries. Socially, the increased population density could lead to significant unrest as cities struggle to provide basic services. The loss of cultural sites erases vital pieces of national heritage, while public health crises loom due to overcrowding and displacement. Globally, the need for substantial aid would reshape international relations and economic policies. This crisis could galvanize a stronger global push for climate action, prompting nations to unite in the fight against climate change. This scenario is a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of our world and the urgent need for collective action. The potential loss of the Philippines serves as a powerful call to address the climate crisis head-on, safeguarding vulnerable communities and building a more sustainable future. As we ponder the seriousness of climate change and its far-reaching impacts, let us ask ourselves, what steps can we take today to prevent such drastic scenarios? How can we work together to protect our planet and ensure a livable future for all? If you found this video informative, please like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth explorations of global issues. Stay curious, stay informed, and stay vigilant. Thank you for joining us on this journey.